Midday, Kentucky. We are in the kitchen with our resident chef, Allison Davis. And what do we got today? It looks fantastic, again, as usual.
So again, one pot dish. This is called a sheet pan supper.
Okay.
It's my new favorite word.
A sheet pan supper.
A sheet
I have
pan
never heard of
supper.
this, so is this something you made up?
No, it's actually a thing.
Is it really?
It's actually a thing, but meaning that we're going to put everything on a sheet pan, pop it in the oven, and that's supper.
I love it.
Right?
I love the idea.
I do
mean,
too.
really.
I do too.
Okay.
So as far as the vegetables, we are going to strip some kale.
Okay.
And start to just kind of have some kale on the plate or
Okay.
on the pan tray.
All right.
And it's been pre-washed. You do want to kind of pat it dry a little bit if you can, so it doesn't just steam.
Uh-huh.
And so that's going to go on like the outside, or just be like the bed that everything sits on top of.
Okay.
In addition to that, I've got some cherry tomatoes. I love the color of the yellow.
Oh,
because
I
it
do
gives
too.
it a different
It really,
pop,
I know,
right?
it really does.
So we're going with cherry tomatoes all on the tray. I've got some yellow squash that I've already diced up.
Now, how much more kale?
A little bit more if you want. It
Okay.
just depends on, I guess, how many you're serving. A bunch goes a long way.
Okay.
So we've got yellow squash going on the plate.
And you have this nice and diced up.
Right. So I've just got some slices of the yellow squash, and I think that's probably good on the kale, and you can just reserve that bunch for another day.
Okay.
We're going to go over this with some fresh herbs. So I've just loved dill, and this is a seafood dish. So this is a salmon, kale, salmon and vegetable dinner.
Okay.
But it's a sheet pan supper.
All right.
So some fresh dill going on top, and I think I've got a little bit of clarified butter there,
Okay.
if you will. And we're just going to melt a little bit of that down.
Okay. There you go.
Oh, look, it's already softened. So sometimes if you're in the kitchen and it's nice and
Oh,
warm,
yeah. It's
your
already melted
butter
down.
and your coconut oil even will like melt just at like 76. So
Okay.
this is already a little bit softened.
Perfect.
So I'm going with a little bit of this clarified butter right over top.
Nice.
Just to bring that richness and that flavor in, you know, of the butter. Yes.
Now, you know, I have a question for
but
you.
not too much.
Okay. How did you get inspired with your cooking? Because we never talk about that. And I was
that's
kind
a
of, I was
great
curious.
question. Actually, my grandmother and I started cooking together when I was about 7,
Did you
and
really?
she worked in the food service industry as well.
Uh-huh.
And my other grandmother just would put these fantastic dinners on, and it was all about the presentation. So between the two of them, I mean, my family has always been about food.
Yeah.
And so I think it was just an organic way that I transitioned into food later in life.
Well,
Yeah.
and look at you carrying on the tradition. I'm
Certainly.
impressed, very
Oh,
much so.
Thank you. So we've got some salmon fillets here that I'm just going to cut, and you could honestly just leave the thing, the side whole if you wanted to.
Okay.
But those are just going to lay right on top. Look at that.
Look,
so
beautiful,
easy.
and it
so
looks
that's
beautiful,
why I
too.
said don't worry about doing too much butter or oil,
Uh-huh.
because you're going to have some natural oil just coming from the salmon itself
Okay.
into the whole dish.
Okay.
All right, and then the final thing that we're going to do is we're going to do a little glaze, and that's just going to kind of go over the salmon and kind of over everything.
Okay.
Which is a honey mustard with a little bit of heat.
Love honey mustard.
Right?
Oh,
So, my towel here. A little bit of mustard.
okay.
Dijon, you could go with yellow mustard. It's just really your call.
Okay.
And then we're going to smooth that out with some honey.
Oh, you can't go wrong with that.
Right? Honey Dijon, done. And then I like sriracha. I am such a sucker for sriracha.
My brother is
This
too right
is
now.
just personal preference if you like some heat. So a little bit of heat in there.
Okay.
And then I'm bringing just a little bit of that kind of almost like soy effect with a little bit of the Worcestershire sauce. in it.
Okay.
All right. And then that's just going to get whisked together. And see how that honey just smooths that out to make it more like a glaze.
Oh,
Perfect.
it does. I'm going
we're-
to taste it. Just
yeah,
a little
please.
taste. I just want to.
I'm going to top the salmon with some
Oh,
salt
excellent.
and pepper.
The kick isn't too much either
Right,
from the
exactly.
sriracha sauce.
So it's really just
perfect.
a taste on that.
Yeah.
Salt and pepper. We're going to pour that glaze right over top. And I mean, you've got dinner in less than like 20 minutes.
That was so easy, and it
Right?
looks beautiful. Seriously, oh my gosh! And I bet it's going to be the bomb to eat
We
too.
wanted, we could go in with a little bit of parsley, but this is going to go in the oven. I like at 400, and this is going to cook for about 10 minutes.
About 10 minutes, okay, at 400.
Yep, done.
Perfect,
Done
awesome.
and done.
Allison, thank you so much. And for this recipe and many other recipes, go to our website at wtbq.com/Midday Kentucky. Go to the recipes tab, or you can go to Allison's website at wildtimecooking.com. And other than that, let's get this in the oven and get
All right.
cooking, girl. We'll be right back after this message.